Howdy, Possum Patty and the entire Soggy Bottom bunch here. And we'd like to welcome you to Trash Tuesday. I know I haven't done one in a while, but I got an idea today. Mr. Possum went for his senior coffee at McDonald's today, and they gave him this really cute little cup. But he told them to put the sugar and the cream on the side. And what they did was they put the sugar and the cream in this large cup and gave him 2 cups. So this one had coffee in it, but this one did not. And I was thinking, it's so cute. This cup is so cute. I was thinking Christina, down at Christina's shack, and Carrot might take it the lake. And a few other folks had made, I think Janet Nash too, right? Am I right, Janet? Made little journals out of coffee cups. And I was like, this has sort of a winter Christmas vibe to it. And what if I make this year's Christmas junk journal out of this cup? Now, my last Christmas, I'm going to say Christmas junk journal. I'm not talking about my December daily, which I do put junk in, but just where I have fun and glue all bits of leftover wrapping paper and cards and ribbons and gift bags and just have fun with advertisements and whatever that reminds me of the season, magazines and jokes and painty papers, whatever I have, and fill it up. I'm sure I have candy wrappers and cookie wrappers and all sorts of things in here. And I made this out of a tissue box with a window on the top. And it says happy through the window. And over here it says Merry and Bright. And I called this my Merry and Bright journal. And I tied it together with this red ribbon. And I don't know if it's full. I guess I can flip through it another time and maybe add some more things to it if there's any space left. But today I am going to make, can I change that? Today I am going to try to make a journal out of a coffee cup. I've never done it before, but I did watch Christina's video. So let's see how it goes. It shouldn't be too hard. And for fortification, I have a giant mug of hot cocoa. I don't do coffee. So I have a giant mug of hot cocoa to go along with my Christmas coffee cup. All right, well, I pulled out some supplies and I've got my cup and I'm ready to go. So come on along. First, a sip of this yummy dark chocolate cocoa. Second, I updated my no spend journal. The 8th, didn't spend any money. 9th, I didn't journal. I'm only counting the days that I actually do journal and haven't bought anything for journaling. And the 10th is today, and I'm just playing with trash, and that's no spend. Or do I count every single day I don't buy something? Or do I just count the days that I'm journaling and I hadn't bought anything to journal with? How do you do that? If you do no spend or low spend or one of those challenges, do you count every single day? Or just the days that you're journaling and not spending money? I'm going to do it this way for now. I'm going to do it that way for now. Okay, that's number 2. Let's put this aside. And I'm almost done with my Big Shot station. Let's see. So I have all my dies. And remember, I had already organized those and they're all in little labeled envelopes. But I hadn't organized anything else. So I was looking around. I got my embossing folders and I put them in a little box. And then I was looking around for, die cuts, things that I had already cut. And I put a bunch of tiny ones in a box. And then I have a tray with some of the dies I started to organize, like I had dragons in an envelope and dragon parts in another envelope and a few things like that. And so they're together in a tray, but everything is in that little cabinet. And if I find any more dies already cut, different things around, I'll put them away in that cabinet, keep everything together. But I organize the dies so well. I'm thinking, do I need to really organize the die cuts I've already made that well? I'm not sure. Let's see what happens. I'm going to do the rest of the room before I get into doing that. All right, so I'm going to do the big cup right now. And people do it different ways. Some people cut down here and then cut off the bottom. Some people take a knife and start by cutting the bottom out. So whichever way you do it, you got to cut the bottom out. This is not an X-Acto knife. This is Mr. Possum's utility knife. And I'm just going to cut around. I don't know if you can see in there. Alrighty. Now what? Now, next thing they did was cut down the seam and then flatten the cup. Everybody does it a little differently. Like that. And then it's going to wrinkle and crinkle because it was round and you want to make it flat. But that's okay. I'm wondering how much of a nuisance this is going to be. Well, it looks like it'll fold up, sort of. That might be enough to get it out of the way because I have a plan. Okay. Now, let's see. Not easy, not easy. I guess this is a medium cup. There's probably a cup that's larger than this. All right, now, some people covered the inside with paper. I'm going to use fabric and I'm going to sew it on because this is very waxy. And I know I got this all wrinkled, but that's okay. I need to pick some fabric. Oh, and the other thing was, yes, so I finished my big shot over there. Well, it's almost finished. And when I say almost finished, it's just that I have to finish cleaning other parts of the room. And when I find things that should be over there, I'll put them over there. And I didn't put everything away, but I cleared a path to get to my sewing machine. I got a big box from downstairs and I just piled everything in there. And yeah, so I got all kinds of scraps here, but I'm looking at this one because of the colors on this side, right? I know this is not purple, but there's lots of pink and sort of a bluish color, right? I was thinking about the nativity, but that's kind of crazy. I do have gnomes. And that might just fit. That might just fit on there. This is for the inside. I know, I think I want to go with the pink. Oh, and I'm going to put a little bit of batting between the fabric and the cup. Now, I'm not going to fold the edges under or do any of that stuff. It's going to be raw edges. which is quite appropriate for a trashy journal. Make sure I got this right. All right, so this inside is going to attach to that inside, so that'll be outside, and that'll be outside. Oh, and this is sparkly. Nice. And might help if I get my fabric scissors. Batting. This is just cotton batting. You can use fleece. You can just use another layer of fabric. You don't have to do anything at all. Oh, and just because it's a trashy journal, that doesn't mean that you have to pick ugly fabric. No. That doesn't mean you have to pick ugly trash. No. You can pick beautiful material. You can pick beautiful trash. Now, if you'd asked me this morning, what are you making a video on this evening? I'd say, I don't know. I think maybe putting up the Christmas tree or something like that. I had no plans to do this. But then I realized it was Trash Tuesday. As soon as I saw this cup that Mr. Possum got. Now I'm going to take this to the machine and I am going to sew around the edge, and that'll be the cover. Now if you just wanted to put paper in there, if you don't sew, you want to glue, you can actually glue this down. Sometimes I'll put a little glue stick in the middle, not where I'm sewing, just to hold it while I'm sewing. Oh, before I do that, is there anything I want to sew onto the cover before I add that fabric to the back? I could put lace. I could put pom-poms. I could put lace down here. Something up the side and the front and the back. And I would do that before I put this on. So let me look around. Now, is this not the cutest trash ever? I put pink pom-poms across the top and some velvet ribbon down the sides and some pretty ribbon along the bottom. And I've got my gorgeous sparkly fabric on the inside. Just look at that. Yes, I found this. I think this was gifted to me, or I got it at a tag sale or something. And of course, I had a little bit of the pink pom-poms left. I used some of those the other day. But I have the batting in there. You can see right there. Now, it has a soft, cushy inside cover and a really fun coffee cup outside cover. Now, once your cover is done, I might come back at some point and put some bling bling. Yes, I might put some bling bling right down there. Maybe, we'll see. Do you notice the snowman's got a coffee cup for a nose? And there's a little kitty there playing with a Christmas bauble. And this guy has a candy cane head. And this guy up here has a coffee cup head. All right, what are we going to use for pages? Well, I've got some things here. Free magazine. Aw. Let's see. could use some magazine pages. That's too cute. I'd want to use that as ephemera, or I can use this book of recipes. See, I have to remember to push the magazine down so I can get the pages out even like that. Holiday French toast. I was thinking of making this for our Christmas breakfast with the baby possums. Maybe I'll save this. Maybe I'll save this. I'll just say, I'm not going to cook any of these recipes. And the first recipe I look at, I'm like, oh, yeah. That's a good one. Shrimp. I'm taking shrimp as the appetizer for Christmas dinner. But I was interested in cookie pages. I should have kept something as a pattern, right? Okay, as an afterthought, I'm going to make a pattern for the pages and see how this is going to work out. Trace and fold it and put it inside. Oh yeah, I think that'll be just fine. It could stick out a little, or I could trim that down a little. Doesn't matter. I think I'll just make one signature. Now I'm wondering if this is just too glossy to work with for foundation pages. Sometimes it could be a challenge with all that glossiness. These are not as glossy. Should I try these? Or should I just use this stuff as ephemera? Okay, change of plans. Let's see. Aha, here's an idea. Here's an idea. I'm going through a bag of trash here. And this is some very old, computer paper when you write that family letter and you send it off in your Christmas cards. And I don't do that anymore. And I could do this. Yeah, I think this will work out better because, I just wanted some plainer paper for the foundation pages, and I'll use all that bright, shiny cookies and cakes and everything as decorations. So let's see, how many of these do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 9 of these. All right, so I'm going to take a minute and cut these out. So I cut all 9 sheets of the printer paper, and I think I'm going to put this in 2, or else it'll just be another scrap somewhere. And that gives me 10 times 4, wow, 40 pages. One signature, 40 pages. That's a lot of pages. Okay. But this is so cute. Now, if you've never sewn a journal before and you want to practice, now's the time to make a trashy from a coffee cup or a tissue box or packaging or a junk mail envelope, and then you can fill it with trash. And join me for Trash Tuesday. So I'm just going to make a simple pamphlet stitch. It's very, very easy, even if you are a non-sewer. I like to come up about 1 inch from the bottom and about an inch from the top, and then somewhere around the middle. And I'm going to make 3 holes. And I'm going to do it while it's attached to this so that my holes will line up. And I just went looking for my clips because that's one of the things that I've shoved aside so I can get to my sewing machine. And I'm going to take my awl, which is just a pointy tool, stick them with the pointy end. One in the middle, make sure you go all the way through. It's a lot of layers there. I got paper, coffee cup, fabric, cotton batting. And the last one, ooh, okay, got my holes. And now I need my thread. I'm going to use, if you're doing real book binding, journal binding, it's nice to use like a strong waxed thread, but for my little trashies, I just use embroidery floss or whatever I have around. Purple. Oh, I wish I had this color. Oh, pink. Let's see if there's enough pink here. Usually you go like 1, 2, 3, but I add a 4th length because I might want to put some dangles on there. And I use an upholstery needle, which is just a big needle. It's kind of dull at the point, but it has a big eye, and I only have one good one left. Ooh, I have so many needles, but not too many of these. Stick into my sweater. Thread my needle. I have a nail. Oh, I have a nail in here. You can also use a nail for a pokey tool. Just watch your fingers. And I want the thread to dangle on the outside, so I'm going to start on the outside and put my needle in and leave a dangly there. And then I go down to the bottom, make a big stitch, just like that. And then I come up to the top. Like so. And stitch back to the middle. And you want to make sure you don't catch that thread when you do this. And see how simple? 2 stitches and tie it on the outside. Carefully remove your needle. And I just make a couple of knots. I'll come back later, put some charms or some beads or something on here. Oh, I think I have some pastel beads from the Dollar Tree. Oh, it feels so good to be using up all these supplies. Now that computer paper, I can't tell you how long I've had that. 25 years, 30 years. And ta-da, you have a journal. Easy peasy, pumpkin squeezy. And that's it. There's a journal. And now you just fill it up with really fun things. So shall we start the journal tonight? Let's see. It is a blue jay after a mourning dove. Where's that little angel that I had ripped out? Oh, look at the gingerbread house. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Oh, look at this, look at this. Oh, there's that angel cookie. I love that. Oh, there's a whole village. I love it. I love it. I love it. Life is sweet on Cookie Street. Well, let's just get something in here to start the party. And this is too big. That'll have to go in a bigger, oh, where's this one? I'm gonna say that'll have to go in a bigger journal. Now I have two trashies. I can put big images in this one. This is a trifold, yes, a trifold. And there was an empty page there, wasn't there? Yes, 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 yes. I know. Can't stick to the program. That's okay. I want to get this in a journal. Oh, I got smoke coming out the chimney. Let's see how much of this will fit in this journal. All right, this is going in this journal and it's gonna go, should we put it center on the fold or to one side so we can add something else over here? So I'm gonna pre-fold this and put that right in the fold right there. And put it down. Yes, you put in things that make you happy, bright and colorful and cheerful. But I still want to put something in this one. So I'm going to go for this angel cookie. Ooh, she's got a moon cookie here. Can we keep the moon? Oh, but I want a background. All right, back to the bag. How about some snowy tissue paper for a background? Let's see. I got two big bags of stuff here. Wrapping paper and tissue and gift bags and cards. So I'm just going to use the dark blue snowflake tissue paper as the background. As you can see, I'm not measuring it ahead of time. I'm just going to put it down and then trim it off. And it's going to be wrinkly because it's old used tissue paper. And we say that just gives it extra texture. And trim it off. Glue my angel on. And my moon, my moon, where'd my moon go? There's my moon. Oh, you know what? There's some words here. The sky's the limit. Yes, when you do trashy, the sky's the limit. Will this fit on there? Oh, and there's a star. The sky's the limit. Something like that. Something like that. The sky's the limit. Okay, so I got tissue paper and bits of a magazine page in there to start me off. I probably want to put something here. Isn't that adorable though? Oh, anything that makes you laugh. Okay, now I think I'll keep this out, yeah, because I saw there was just a little bit more to be done. This page, and I could put something there. I could put something on that foil. I could add to this page or that page. Well, I could put a few more things in here. Put something up here. Oh, here's a pocket with nothing in it. Oh, I got space here. All right, so we can add a few things to this. It's almost finished, if a journal is ever finished. Oh, do we need a tie for the coffee cup? That has a sewn-on tie. At some point, I could sew a ribbon to wrap around. But that was super fun, wasn't it? Yes. Taking the coffee cup and making this fun little trashy journal out of it. And I'm just going to be filling it up with holiday images like this one. Well, I could add a few more to this one too. And there's always so much trash around the holidays. I've got, well, those 2 bags of trash that I pulled a few things out of, but I got these magazines from the library, and my sister gave me the new Amazon Kids gift book, Share the Joy. Already I want to cut that out and put that in the journal, Share the Joy. And they're always full of these fun woodland critters, yeah. And I haven't had a chance to go all the way through here yet, but there's always stickers and fun things in these Amazon Christmas catalogs. I've got the old one, and there's always a lot of trash. So thanks for coming along today for a fun, trashy play. And I hope you have a fun, trashy day play too. Bye-bye.